This is actually my first official hosted podcast for my brands. And what I want to do going forward is to feature a lot of people that are doing something, big and pushing themselves to do more than just, like a regular, adventure for life, So, Charlie, tell me about you first, right? Because I want to get your story out there. I want to get you to help you relate with your clientele, but the story is very important. But first of all, who are you and where are you from and what's your passion?
My name is Charlesetta Baldwin. Everyone calls me Charlie. I am from Richmond, California, born and raised, yes.
What are you passionate about? What got you started, Charlie on the Spot?
I always had a passion for fashion since I was a child, been around my mother. She would get dressed up and look nice. And I remember her having me help her with her hair extensions.
Yeah.
This was many, many years ago. So I would glue in her hair tracks. It's 2023 now. We're not doing that. Long way.
Oh, wow.
And then my grandmother used to sew. So I remember her making me different dresses, really one in particular for Easter. Yeah. And I remember I was in a pageant at school, and my cousin and I got photographed, and it was in a newspaper. So my grandmother used to sew, and I remember her sewing different dresses for myself and my oldest sister. So I believe between them two and then me just growing up, getting older, my mother making me volunteer at a very young age. I think I was 13.
Yeah.
And I was volunteering at this community park in North Richmond. And I remember they provided a sewing class. So I took my first sewing class there when I was in elementary school. From all of that, it just was a part of me. And then as I got older, I just loved, my mom would give me money sometime, and I would go to the mall. I remember from that, I remember growing up, my mom would do hair. She was a cosmetologist. And I remember she would give me money sometime, and I would take my money. It was $20 or $25, and I would go to Hilltop Mall, and I would go to the different stores, and I would coordinate different outfits. And then in elementary school and junior high school, I remember my friends would be like, Charlesetta, can I borrow this, or can you help me coordinate an outfit? I'm like, of course. So it's just always been a part of me.
Yeah, I love your energy because we just did extensive photo shoot and video. We're all hungry, really hungry.
Starving,
but we got this time that they allow us to shoot in this area, and we're going to take advantage of that. Earlier, when when we're doing the shoot, you shared with me your childhood, you growing up, and there was a lot of struggle. I want to know more about it because your story is very inspiring, and I want that to inspire other people to move on. During COVID and during all this time right now, there's a lot of negativity, a lot of depression, and a lot of issues. But I want you to share your story so you can be that little light in the tunnel for the people. Yeah.
Right. Yes. So like I was saying earlier, when you were photographing me, I was sharing some of my story. I'll share a glimpse of it. I just remember, at a very young age, my mother saying these words to me, and she would say, Charlesetta, you're stupid. Charlesetta, you're stupid. And it was really hurtful to hear that.
Yeah.
And then from the age of probably 6 years old to 17, I experienced child abuse from my mother. I'm not saying it was every day. I never want to put that out there.
Yeah.
But through that time frame, she would get upset. She would get frustrated because of her personal things that she was experiencing in her life, or her bad choices, or whatever the case may have been. She would take her frustration out on me at times.
Yeah.
And it was absolutely unfortunate. I don't want anyone to ever experience that. I did. I thank God that I overcame that, and I didn't make an excuse to allow that to hinder me to be an evil, a mean, or a rude, or a hateful person, because I understand sometimes when children go through things, they're like, well, I got treated like this. I'm going to treat people like shit, or I'm going to be rude or be angry or be dark. I decided to be a light. Yeah. And like you said, even in this world right now, it's depression and it's evilness, you know. God say it's darkness and light. I decided to be a light. Mm-hmm. You know, I still have struggles, but I'm going to be the light. So I overcame that. I forgave my mother. I'm glad that she is a work in progress. We all are. She's working on herself. Mm-hmm. And if any child or anyone is ever experiencing that, I want you to reach out to someone for help. And that's why I love mentoring people, because I am going to provide resources to them and direct you into the right direction to get that help. In addition to that, I also experienced dealing with in addition to that, I have dyslexia. I didn't know I had dyslexia until community college. Yeah. I literally was about to lose my financial aid. Oh, and wow. I went to, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm trying to, take these fashion programs at Community College of Alameda. Mm-hmm. So I went to my counselor and I just broke down. It was my first time really telling someone. I was like, hey, I was struggling in elementary school and junior high school and high school with the academics, my classes, and I told her my story, and she was like, Charlesetta, I'm going to help you. She took me to DSPS. It was like students with learning disabilities. She literally walked me over to that department. Yeah. She introduced me to the coordinator or the instructor, whoever it was, and from that moment I started getting testing, and then come to find out I had dyslexia. Mm-hmm. So some people just learn differently. Mm-hmm. I had graduated. I continued to graduate. I had continued to improve myself. I just had to get support. I got more tutoring. I got books on audio. Well, CD back then. This is years ago. I got books on CDs, you guys, CDs. It was awesome. It was awesome. So it took me longer. I got extra test taking time. Yeah. So if you only had 30 minutes, I probably got an hour and a half or 2 hours, things like that. I overcame all of that. I ended up graduating from College of Alameda with my associate's degree and my fashion certificate. And then from there, all right. Thank you. Then from there, I went to Cal State East Bay and got my sociology degree. And my option was social services. Yeah, I didn't let anything hinder me. And then from there, later on, I went through depression, just personal life, work stress, body, thinking something's wrong with me, health-wise. Thank God, it was nothing but acid reflux. Wow. It wasn't even that bad, but anyway, God is just good. Let me tell you, if I could do it, you could do it. You can come out of depression. You can get help with anxiety. I tell people, do things, even if you're fearful, you're scared, get the courage and just do it. Right now, I don't this is out of my comfort zone. Yeah, being interviewed. You didn't even know we're doing it today. We're just like, we're just going to do it. But, that's a little of my story. Your story is it's what's going to inspire people, it's what's going to help your business grow. Mm-hmm. So tell me more about Charlie on the Spot. Mm-hmm. What got you started your business, and, some of the fun things or things that you find out along the journey mm-hmm. that you wish other people would kind of know, going into it. Okay. Yeah. So the brand, Charlie on the Spot, that came about, maybe 2014, 15, mm-hmm. Somewhere around there. I started to go to women empowerment events, mm-hmm. and I will reach out to whoever was coordinating the events on social media. And I'll say, hi, my name is Charlie of Charlie on the Spot, XYZ. Mm-hmm. Can I come and conduct the interview? Can I meet you in person? Can I get some video clips? And we can do a collaboration, and I'll tag you on social media. And they always said yes. Mm-hmm. So they'll give me a free ticket. I'll go to their event, and I'll walk around, introduce myself to every vendor or most of the vendors there. And I'll tell them what I'm doing, because I was a fashion blogger at the time. Yeah. That's what I was doing initially. So I'll conduct the interviews, and I'll get their information. We'll change contacts, and I'll tag them on my Instagram. Their story on my stories are on the actual feed itself. And that's where my branding started happening. In the back of my mind, I always wanted a boutique, a physical store. That was before social media. Mm-hmm. Once social media happened, I was like, screw a physical store. Mm-hmm. I don't want to spend money on a physical store, overhead, lights, employee, things like that. Why not do an online boutique?
Yeah.
So what I decided to do is started after all of that, I said, let me do what I really, really want to do. I want to do the boutique. But before that, I did the t-shirts, inspirational t-shirts, like why not me? Why not me? Why not me? I can do what the hell I want to do. You can do what you want to do. A better mother, a better sister, a better friend, become an entrepreneur like me. I'm working towards becoming a full-time entrepreneur by the end of this year. I'm claiming it. I'm speaking to existence, and it's happening.
Make it happen.
I'm making it happen. I don't know how, but we're making it happen. So I did the t-shirts, and then people started reaching out to me like, how did you do it? So I started telling people like how to start their t-shirt brand from home for free.
Yeah.
I'll talk to them, meet them in person. So I finally created an ebook for that, which I haven't posted it yet. But
Whoa.
it's been sitting there for like 2 years, so I'm gonna post it soon.
Get it soon.
Yeah, okay. So then from there, I was like, okay, let me get this money right so I can start this online clothing boutique. And I started this, I believe, spring of 2021 during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's hard.
Oh yeah.
That's really hard.
I just took, I took whatever money I had and I made it happen, You can Google things to find vendors, but my girlfriend who has an online clothing boutique, she literally just gave me the vendor's information. But I say Google vendors, it's that easy. Reach out to me as well if you need, help or support. So that's what happened. Yeah, and then I was helping my cousin for like 7 years. I was her model for like 7 years, doing it for her after work, working like my 9 to 5. I would get off, go to her boutique, and then model for her. It was my idea. I went to her, was like, hey, can I use your clothes for this? And we decided to do a collaboration, but it started getting good for her business. And we started doing the Instagram and social media consistently. I did it for her for like so long. I was like, I can damn sure do it for myself. And I always wanted to do it. I went to fashion school in 2002.
Okay.
So I've been wanting to do this even before then. Like I said, when I was, younger, I used to sketch, high school sketch outfits of me and my friends. I still have those sketchings to this day. So this I wanted to do something in fashion and beauty all my life. I just didn't know how. I didn't know how to monetize. But now it's happening. Now I'm styling people.
Yeah.
I have people reaching out to me to style them. I mentor the young girls. I've been doing that forever. I'm going to work on my nonprofit this year, take it to the next level.
Okay.
So that's me, and I love having people come and support and help, and I give back to people regardless of the age. If you want to come and assist me, you can learn, give them clothes, connect them with my photographers, videographers, resources, because people bless me. So we don't have to worry about not having the money or resources. It's going to find you. Once you stay consistent, it's all going to happen.
It's all in the network. It's all, like for me being in business too, it's who you know. And at first, I started with ads. I spent a lot of money on ads. Ads doesn't really work. Like you got to go out there and talk to the right people that you are looking for. Because you could talk to 100 people, if they're not interested or not looking for your solution, it's not going to work. So I narrow down to specifically who I'm looking for. Very good.
Yes.
So
I need all this knowledge. Seriously.
Yeah. And what I realized is, and I did a case study for a lot of the businesses, the one that succeed, is they have a really good story behind the scene. And that's what people connect to. I see a lot of brands where they have professional photo, video, everything looks professional, but they don't have any sales. And I've seen brands where the pictures are horrendous, like iPhone quality, and they're making tons of sale every month. So it's really a community-based and how we can support each other. It's more than just here's the item, let me take your money, right? It's how can I help you and in the network and getting your items in the right places. That way you could sell. It's just that way. Another thing I want to add to it is when you're in business, a lot of time you do feel alone. You're the only one that's doing it, and it's hard. But when you have a community around you, good people that support you and your business, it just doesn't feel alone, and it helps you drive forward because you want to make those people that bet on you to be proud.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one more thing I want to ask you, or actually a couple more things, but I work with a lot of business owner. We do website, photo, and video and stuff like that. but every story is hilarious. So when a person goes from working at a job into their own business, they realize that a lot of things they expect are not the same. A lot of people they think that's there for them are not there for them, but the people that they don't think is there for them actually show up. So it's like really interesting for me from my end too. So I want to expand on that for you. Like when you started your business, right? Like friends and family, new clients, like how did that, was it people you think is going to be there for you, not or so? Yeah, I want to hear your take on it.
All right. I just didn't have any expectations. Over the years, I have heard that same story from business owners, like your family and friends are not going to help you.
Yeah.
You think your family and friends are going to be your main, audience, and they're going to buy and, support you. I hear that. I just didn't care about. I didn't have expectations. I don't know.
You didn't take it personally.
I didn't take it personal.
Yeah, you just like.
Whoever support it. So for me though, I must say, I don't have that same exact story because I must say when I started this, when I was selling my t-shirts, oh my God, like I was overwhelmed with excitement and like gratitude and being like grateful because my family and friends did support me.
Yeah.
That's
that's actually very rare, but I would say, I think because the type of person you are, like working with you for the last couple hours, it seems like you always you give first.
Yeah.
Right? You give first already. That's why you're reaping that benefit now that you're doing your brand. It's just so people want to help you because you already helped them before, whether it's physical or mental or motivation. So
maybe that's it. So
yeah.
I didn't have that same story. And once again, though, I'm like, fuck that story. I don't care. I do not care if my mama, my sister, my granny, my friends didn't support me. It's okay. Me, of course I care. So not that I don't care, but I'm not letting that hinder me.
Yeah.
That's not going to slow down my role and what I'm doing because I know eventually if I stay consistent and I continue to follow my dreams and my passion, I know the right audience, the right people, I'm going to find them. They're going to find me. That's what I wholeheartedly believe, that's happening. So I just don't have that story. And I got so much energy to invest in other places to use. I just can't get caught up in that, and I know that's people's stories, but we have to create a new story.
Yeah.
The people who ain't fucking supporting you, find the people who are. You met Tom today, Trina here, Kelly, they talking about supporting you. They're your new friends. That's your new support system.
Yeah.
Stop holding on to Bill, Larry, and John. Goodbye, God bless. Nothing against you, but if they're not supporting you, why are you up here like crying and complaining? Move on. Maybe it's your fixed mindset. Get over that. Move on. I wish my family and friends would support me more.
Yeah.
I really do, but I'm not caught up in that. It is what it is. I'm going to keep working on what I'm doing, and I got faith that it's going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
So I just can't get caught up in that. So I thank God though they did support me because if they didn't support me, I wouldn't have made no sale in the beginning, whatever. Yeah. And then I'm truly thankful for people who. This one lady, I didn't even know her. She spent like $400 something when I first had my launch for my online clothing boutique. Yeah. And then 2 things didn't even work out for her. She like sent me a message like, "Oh, this is small, this didn't fit." I was like, "Oh, no problem. You can exchange it. I don't give refunds right now. I'm a small business, but you can exchange." She's like, "Oh no, it's okay." She's like, "I want to support you."
Oh wow.
So that $400 something she spent did not even know me.
Yeah.
She was like, "No, I don't have to exchange it." She said, "I just want to support you." And then she gave me some positive feedback. She was like, "Make sure you put a size chart on your website too." And I love that. I need people to tell me what I need to improve on. Yeah. What's going to elevate me, help me, because I don't know. I'm learning as well.
Yeah, I love that because, man, like you started this new venture. It's freaking... It's uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty, right? Because at a regular job, you know what you're gonna make for the next year already. It feels more safe, but you could be fired. But it just feels more safe, right?
Right.
But you're out here gunning and running, and to find people like you to connect to find people that are out here doing it too, it feels so much better. like it just doesn't feel like you're alone. And for you, like those, even for me too, those first supporter, like a lot of people that booked me in the beginning, I could tell they did not need my service, but I was like so thankful that they booked me. It just like poured into confidence, right? And I'm just like, wow, if people are willing to go out of their way for a stranger, you know, like what else can I do? You know, that's why like a lot of the new photographer or videographer that I hit up, I'm like, I want to give them an opportunity too, because somebody that didn't even know me, like personally, just like gave me a good chance to get started. For you, what advice would you give for someone that are looking to start a boutique brand too? Because you have, you know, a lot of some time and experience in already, so that will help that person like compress the time they needed to get to where they are. So what are some advice you would give for someone that's starting out a brand?
I would tell anyone who is getting ready to start your t-shirt line, your online clothing boutique, just to do it. I need you to get out of your own mind with the negative thoughts. We're human. Get out of it. If you can't get out of it, do it scared, do it fearfully. Get that ounce of courage or faith as a mustard seed and do it. You got, you know, the mindset got to be there, right? Do it. Then you get online, utilize social media, utilize Google. Google how to start an online clothing boutique, right? I would say start doing some research. What kind of clothing you want to sell? I would definitely find out who your target audience is. I didn't do any of this. I freaked out everything. I'm just giving you some things to do. Use Google, get your vendors, find out what kind of clothing you want to sell. Clothing you want to sell, get your vendors. You need vendors, right? You need to buy for wholesale, sell for retail, right? Mark up your stuff like 3 times. That's what I do. So Google, vendors, find your target audience. And to help you with that, figure out, you know, the type of lifestyle your ideal person lives, you know. So if, you know, he or she goes, you know, wine tasting in Napa, if this, like for me, they go wine tasting in Napa, they go to fashion shows, they go to art galleries, they go to museums, they like the luxury lifestyle, you know, the finer things in life. They like to get dressed up. Some
people have good taste.
Yeah, some people got good taste. That's my audience. That's who I'm trying to capture. The woman who is not afraid to walk in a room and have on that unique garment, that outfit. She's okay. You know, she's a go-getter. That person could be a nurse. She can be a surgeon. She can be an entrepreneur. She could be, I don't know, a film producer, you know. However, they still love to get dressed up, have a good time. They have families, they have children. Some of them are single, whatever. So find out who your target audience is. You know, definitely do that and get your vendors. Then you want to get all of your equipment, and you don't need a lot of things. It's really simple. Get you some bags, some shipping bags, get some labels.
That's pretty much it. Like
that's it. That's all you need.
Let's get the sale rolling.
Yeah, and sorry. You definitely have to put yourself out there on social media. Utilize social media. It's free right now. Take advantage of it before they start charging us. So take advantage of social media, Instagram and Facebook. Do too. You don't have to do everything. Or TikTok. No, TikTok is number 1. I got to step my game up. So do your TikToks. Do your Instagram, do your Facebook. Start off with 2 or 3. Stay consistent. Stop worrying about being perfect. No one's perfect. It's baby steps here. My content from a year ago, from 5 years ago, look the mess, you know. My stuff is still not the best. I'm still a work in progress. So utilize social media. Put yourself out there. Videos. Record yourself, record your clothing, have people come over and model for you, record yourself. Social media, put it out there. I'm doing this. Put yourself out there. That's what I'm doing. And that's some of my advice. You want more? Follow me.
Okay, how can they find you?
They can follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Charlie_on_the_spot. or you can follow my website. It's charlieonthespot.com. DM me. I will reply back to you, but DM me before I get too productive. And I'm not able to. So DM me now, honey, because I reply. I answer, okay? Yes.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap this up. Do you have any closing thoughts at this time?
Just, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Do what you want to do. I'm not where you guys I want to be right now, but I know I will be there. So I'm grateful for where I'm at, but I know where I'm going, and I'm not going to give up. So I say follow your heart, give back, serve. I stay supporting, answer questions, and serving people. So give back, follow your heart. I say just do it. Stop waiting till you lose 10 pounds. I got to lose 15 pounds first because I don't look good on camera. Mm-hmm. Oh, my hair's not done. My nails are not done right now. Mm-hmm. I could have let that hinder me. No, I did this.
Val, I just want to say thank you for your time today. I love to collaborate with you in the future more. I know you have a lot to offer. And thank you all for your time. So for her, find her on Instagram, find her on her website. Link will be in the description. And we'd love to give you more amazing people like this in the Bay Area.
And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be on your platform. And I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to work with you earlier today.